What was that? Was that a grenade? Why did you just toss it? Oh my god, it was a grenade! Oh, great. Yeah, I'm not getting out of here. My only hope is that the sophisticated AI can't handle my strat of peeking. Ah, yeah! Did I save? I hope I saved. Like, that's honestly what I expected. I said, so bad it's good from the beginning. There's some bad stuff in here. That's hilarious. That friend right there, that guy I met in that place, he's the greatest. The worst voice actor I ever heard. He's got like a British voice act thing. The animations don't even match up in the slightest with his voice. Get away from me. Oh, not like these hooks have actual whatever. You know what would have been neat right there? You know what they should have done? Is that thing just rolling forever? That's kind of goofy. What would have been neat is, what if we knocked that thing over, and it rolled all the way down, and there was an enemy right here, and you could shoot the barrel as soon as you saw the enemy? Wouldn't that be kind of cool? And it rewards you for being smart and saying, oh, I don't want to be standing near these explosive barrels, and backing up a bit. And then you shoot it, and it kills an enemy. Like, stuff like that would have been welcome. Ah, my legs. Like, missed opportunities. That's what this game is. Lots of missed opportunities. Because, like I said, the environment is neat. It's an interesting setting. It's unique. But that's it. That's all the game's got going for it. I'm still trying to figure out what that guy did to my gun. I got. Oh yes, the wise men. You must. The wise men. Yes, surely they are to blame. Yes, give me your iron. Did he fix my pipe wrench? Can I now loosen bolts with the best of them? Or did he make my gun more powerful? Because I'm not seeing a noticeable change. Like, this gun seems actually worse even. I don't know what actually happened. That always brings a smile on my face. If they did anything right, they made some damn fine physics. Like, this is before Half-Life 2 came out and blew everyone away with their awesome physics. Like, this is some decent physics. And actually, reading the review, I found out that most of the time spent making this game, it was almost entirely done. Almost all those 3 years, 2 of the years was spent just making this engine work. There's this weird thing when you're aiming down the sight. It's like, if you're holding down the aim button and trying to fire at the same time, it doesn't fire. Or there's like this really long delay for some reason. See how much of a range grenades have. There he is, throwing grenades again. Maybe I can get a good look at it this time. No. But it's like, that's neat. He even had the environment here. Oh, he's throwing like Nazi grenades. Didn't even have the decency to throw regular Soviet grenades. And what is this? That's right, it's a nail gun. I love nail guns in games. I love them. When I first saw this thing, I'm like, what the heck is going on? What is this magical, mystical laser cannon I got right here? You're just a regular dude. I don't mind just like regular dudes in video games as enemies in like a zombie game or whatever. That doesn't bug me. The fireman guy, but you have to like, you have to give them like some unique appearance. Nail gun is 4. It can't just be. Oh, speaking of Half-Life 2 stuff. I shouldn't have stood next to that explosive barrel. He knew what it did. He took the risk. There a guy over here. Now this is where I stopped last time. But I think I'm gonna go a little further. Surprise me, game. Let's go back into surprise mode. Let's read this note. Vladimir called on the phone. He was very agitated and started telling me that I should give up everything and rush to the city at once. I didn't understand a thing and asked him to explain. And that's when the connection broke down. Okay. I'm not sure. I haven't really been paying attention to these notes like I should have. Like I said, this is all new to me now. Before it was like, what's going on? Now it's like, I know. I was like feigning like ignorance all the time. I'm like, oh no! What is this enemy I see before me right here? What is this thing with a puppy? I remind myself of the puppy. But now it's like, it's all new from here. Nowhere to go but up. I like your plan. I like that sophisticated AI you show off. You clearly got a college education to be able to show such panache. Such pristine. Oh, this is neat. Conveyor belts. Oh, and a loading screen. Fine, fine. Put a loading screen there. Half-Life 2 had more loading screens than this. This is fine. Sometimes with games you gotta be like, okay, it's also an old game. Like, this is kinda neat. Except for that. What is that? Skybox. The world just ends right there. They should have just taken those holes out. Or at least, like, put in, like, another building. Like, this is level design 101. There's a way to get around that. You just take a small... You just make... What is that noise? I should be able to recognize all these enemies by sound now. Oh, it's just you guys. No! I'm really regretting not having a run button. Does fire hurt me? Good. Now it's become like a shooter. Like, these guys, this is a very uninteresting idea. I mean, I understand they have nail guns and they have this dumb, like, strap. Like, what is this for? It's, like, stylized and whatever, but what? But, like, that's just, like, garbage design right there. It's... Oh, I know. You guys are making me, You just threw a grenade on yourself. Oh, but it doesn't hurt you. From a gameplay perspective, I like that. But from a realism perspective, I don't, because that's dumb. Because you don't want enemies blowing themselves up all the time, and they clearly don't have sophisticated AI enough to be able to figure out how to throw grenades without hitting walls. So it's like, what's the simple solution? Just make it so grenades don't hurt. They can't hurt themselves with grenades. Only Molotovs. Wow, they're using every font for this game. Everything's upside down here because of the state order for the construction of the secret objective. The Russian Exxon, I thought it was going to get better. It got better for a little bit, but then it got worse. New materials have been delivered, which are capable of withstanding high temperatures and radiation. We haven't dealt with them before, and processing methods haven't been tested. Quality control is very strict. The finished products are immediately packed in containers and transported to the plant under guard. Yeah, like I said, this reminds me of another Half-Life level. Oh, that kind of spooks me a little. That sounds like footsteps. Sounds like low-quality footsteps befitting of a game such as this. Ooh. Soviet atmosphere. I'm liking this. This is reminding me of Stalker. I like Stalker. I feel like, I remember when I was going through this game the first time, I was rating it as I went. I'm saying like, oh, this right here, this is definitely like, I feel like I missed an area. This right here, I started at 10 out of 10. I'm like, we're gonna go through the thought process that made these people give this game a 1.5 out of 10. Because I'm like, that seems a little excessive. Like, it was curiosity that killed the cat, and I'm the cat in this scenario. I'm like, why did this game get such just horrendous reviews? I mean, it mentioned parts where it's like, oh, you're always trying to get keys and whatever, but, like, that's, like, minor now. Like, I don't care about getting keys. If you want to lock off the environment with a key item, that's no problem. I play games like Resident Evil Remaster. Guess what locks off areas? Keys. I don't care about that. Like, I haven't even been noticing it. But, like, that's the one GameSpot review I read. I'm trying to figure out, like, where they went. Okay, like, keys in a game, if it gets, like, excessive, then I'm gonna start noticing and probably get annoyed. But otherwise, it's really a no-brainer. Also, something you can do in this game, you can break health items. Which is... I don't know. In here, it feels like it's not for, like, any purpose. But, like, you could do some, like, funny stuff with that. Like, like, just off the top of the head, I'm imagining, like, oh, what if it was a room filled with explosives and an enemy and a bunch of health items? And the game tricks you into shooting the explosive, which blows up the health items and the enemy. Like, that would be funny. That's a good use of that. I hope I see something like that later on. But if I don't, it's some missed potential right there. You could have shot that right then. And that would have been like, I'm like, oh, now I want to kill you even more. I like that this gun has no recoil. This is a nice upgrade from the Mauser. Of course not. What am I thinking? Can I get out there? Someone's shooting at me with nails. Sorry, just focusing right there. Like, this is kind of neat. We're at a power plant in Soviet Russia. We're, like, going to all the Soviet haunts. It's like, think about, like, all the parts about Soviet lifestyle. What do we got? We got factory farms. Yeah, factory farms. One thing that the Soviet Union was really big on was industrialization. Oh, great. Fires. No. There is no fire here. You are not welcome. Oh, I guess I'm just drinking stuff. I poured myself a glass of whatever. At least this isn't making a squelch noise. What's this guy doing back there? Probably just showing off his sophisticated AI. This music's nice. This is kind of like some John Carpenter kind of stuff. Whoa! I think you're from Painkiller. Still, though, not bad. Yeah, that's one of the things he was talking about. Stolen enemies. That's from Painkiller. I wish this game would lay off on the Soviet, or on the, oh, you know what this guy is? He's just the same guy, but wearing a welder's mask. Oh, you're heavy. You're heavy. You have physics. You're filled with physics. Oh, and this is oh man, this is neat. Oh, okay. I'm like, oh, was I supposed to do that? Was that an Easter egg? What was that? Oh, that was like a nice little reward right there. I really wish I was faster. Like, the movement speed, I see how that can get to you over time. It's not really bugging me, even though it should be. All the enemies are really slow and kind of dumb. Hey, back off, Jack. You're not welding me. Like, this is fine. I'm not gonna call this game of the year, but like 1 out of 5. It's like, okay, you can stop with the music now. I feel like that's kind of taken away. Like, you know what scary games don't have? Just tons of rock music. But this game loves it. Tons of terrible, terrible rock music. Mixed with Soviet radio broadcasts. It's like, this could be scary. It could be. But, like, the story is just not there as far as I can tell. I'm just reiterating the same points over and over again. Okay, I'm going back to the rating thing. I kind of got sidetracked. Basically, I was reviewing this thing before, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to get down to a 1.5 and see, like, what possibly made this reviewer think that. Because... okay, that's -1 point right there. No. I was like, okay, -1 point for those nurses right there. That enemy design is garbage. Maybe I'll say half a point now because it's not as garbage as I initially thought. But still, that's absurd. And then I said 2 points off for the puppy thing. It's like, that puppy thing, that is not okay. You do not get to do that to puppies. You do not get to have the puppy run into a wall and then just not explain yourself. Is the puppy going nuts? Is the kid going nuts? Oh my god, you have a flamethrower. You are the opposite of a good firefighter. You're more of a firefighter. Oh my god, how do you even manage this? Okay, you are bad. The game also is not challenging. I feel like that could get boring. That's like that's a common problem. Your game can get boring really, really quickly if there's just no challenge. But like the way that we're just like going through environments at such a breakneck speed, I don't really mind it because it seems like there's a new enemy being introduced every like 3 seconds or so.